Angels Live, I'm Mark Dannon with Lieutenant Commander Todd Royals, who's walking us through the latest moves of the Blue Angels as they soar over the bay. What are we seeing now?
It's fantastic. This is the out of the Diamond low break cross. So all four aircraft just came in from behind the crowd. They separated. They each went out to about 2 miles, and then they turned back inbound. And then all four aircraft, the goal is to have that pass right at center point, all stacked on top of each other. So they'll clear from behind the crowd, and then you've got Blue Angels 5 and 6 will be coming in from to the right. So as the Diamond clears, you'll have Blue Angels 5 and 6 coming from the right. And this, again, is another crowd favorite. The narration says from the right, Blue Angels 5 and 6. But what's happening is Blue Angel 5 is just outboard of Blue Angel number 6. And he's trying to, it's the tuck over roll. So Blue Angel 6 is kind of hiding and having Blue Angel number 5 hide behind him. So people look left, they can't see where Blue Angel number 5 is coming from. It looks like one aircraft out there. And next thing you know, they're going to call ready, hit it. And they do a simultaneous roll together, and then they separate, and you realize, wow, there were 2 aircraft there. Pretty neat.
And a lot of times when they do to reform, they fly actually out over the city of San Francisco. Do you fly over cities often when you do these maneuvers?
Oh, we sure do. Yeah. All the aerobatics take place out in front of the crowd in a sterile aerobatic box, but we use a 5 nautical mile temporary flight restriction in order to have sanitized airspace, and we use every square inch of that 5 miles in order to rendezvous our formations to bring them in for the next portion of our demonstration. So now what they're doing is the Diamond is coming in from crowd right. Again, they're in an echelon formation, and this is what's known as the tuck under break. So all 4 aircraft are stacked down on Captain McWhorter's left wing. They'll pull them up into a climb, and then they'll execute a roll similar to the left echelon roll. However, they'll take separation and then rejoin back into the Diamond. Very difficult maneuver.
And here they are coming up from crowd right, which is out over from Berkeley, and here they are coming right over the Muni Pier, right out in center stage.
And that was the last maneuver of the Diamond formation. Blue Angel 5 and 6, there you go. They're coming in from in front of the crowd. They're going to rendezvous into what's known as the Delta formation. So the next about 15 minutes of our demonstration is going to be all 6 aircraft flying as one, and they do a lot of breakout maneuvers, and then rendezvous very quickly back into 6-plane formation, right back into the next maneuver. So it's an absolute honor for us, as I said, to travel the country on a weekly basis from March until November, representing over 500,000 active duty sailors and Marines. A lot of great things going on this year with the Navy and Marine Corps. Marine Corps is celebrating 100 years of Marine Corps aviation, so that's a great milestone for them, as well as the War of 1812. We're commemorating the bicentennial of that. So people don't even realize we come to town, they go, wow, it's the Air Force Blue Angels. They don't even realize, hey, we're actually from the Navy. So we've got Navy awareness out there, and the War of 1812 was actually a great time for the Navy to demonstrate the essential need of a strong Navy and naval force to keep our shipping lanes open. And as we show you some of the animations here, it's amazing what you come to town, and as we give our respect and honors to the military and the Navy, you come and do community service here. As we've seen Navy here around town and helping to clean up parks and doing work around the bay in the time that you're here. Yeah, the Comrel community relations that all these sailors and Marines are doing as part of Fleet Week is great. As Blue Angels, we had the opportunity to send some representatives to the local VA hospital, as well as some of the local high schools to give a speech and inspire some of those folks to, again, if they want to follow in our footsteps, fantastic, that's great. We need to maintain this all-volunteer force. But if military service isn't right for you, then just come out here, watch our demonstration, and hopefully just be all-inspired to strive for perfection and make this world a better place. So this is what's known as the Delta roll. So there you go. You've got all 6 aircraft are now joined, and they execute a very graceful 360-degree roll over center point. And now for the remainder of the show, they're going to stay out over the bay? No, again, in order to reposition all 6 aircraft, they use that 5-mile radius around center point here in Alcatraz Island. So Captain McWhorter will exit the formation to one direction, they'll loop back around, they'll rendezvous into another formation, and then execute a maneuver. So here they're coming in for the Blue Angel fleur-de-lis from the left. So they're in the Delta formation, the boss will call shift it, Blue Angels 5 and 6 will step down and aft, and then they'll come in from crowd left, they'll go up into a climb, and then he'll call
ready break, and ready roll. And all 6 aircraft now will execute 360-degree rolls, and then Diamond will climb straight up into the vertical, and while they're upside down, will join back into the Diamond formation. So very, very neat maneuver.
And the aircraft here on stage left, flying out over the Marin Headlands and now turning to the south and out over the Golden Gate, out over the edge of the Pacific as they're going to turn back in here and come into the show from the left-hand side of crowd left, out over the Golden Gate Bridge down near the South Tower right now as we're watching them prepare to come in for their next maneuver.
Yeah, this is a very neat maneuver. This is one of the times in the show where we'll actually simulcast Captain McWhirter's radio calls. So you hear some of the precision on the radio that they're using, how Captain McWhirter can't put a control input with the stick. He can't make that movement until he tells the pilots what he's doing. So he says smoke on, ready break, and then he says ready roll. And there go all 6 aircraft executing aileron rolls. The solos will clear behind the crowd as the Diamond climbs straight up into the vertical, and while they're inverted, will rendezvous back into the Diamond formation. I'm not sure if your camera can point that high to get up there as they execute that. They're up there in the corner. There you go. So now they're back rendezvoused into the Diamond formation.
And that's about 15,000 feet?
That is about 10,000 feet.
Okay.
So they'll exit to the right. 5 and 6 are now rendezvoused behind us. They'll sneak around from behind the crowd. They'll cross in front of us, and then they'll rendezvous with the Diamond out here, crowd right in front of the crowd for their next maneuver.
And so much of the show seems to be not just showing the extent of the aircraft's capabilities, but there seems to be a part of illusion and showmanship to it.
Oh, absolutely. The music that we pick to go along with the maneuvers, just to get people excited about the demonstration. It is, you have the TAC demos out here, the single ship aircraft. They're demonstrating the raw power of that aircraft for about 15 minutes is how long their demo is. We've got 45 minutes to keep people on the edge of their seats, jaws dropped, just in wow of the capability of both man and machine and what your men and women in your military service are capable of. So, as I said, this is a remote show. Unfortunately, we've reached a bunch of spectators out here on the waterfront. What folks can't see right now is the 60 enlisted personnel who are back there at SFO that are maintaining these aircraft with pride, professionalism, and perfection that this organization and all military services are known for. But they're back there making sure that we have 6 beautiful blue F-18s to put on a 45-minute demonstration for the great people here at San Francisco.
And a reminder, if you're watching live today, you can come out on Sunday and see the show tomorrow. As in the beginning of the show, we showed all the incredible aircraft that everyone missed. The show started around 12:50 today.
Yeah, people think, hey, the Blue Angels are here flying. People don't realize there's a long air show, and there are a lot of great civilian performers. Mike Wiskus, Sean D. Tucker. You've got the Raptor demo, which is
incredible to see the F-22 Raptor.
We're glad that is on our side. I would not want to know that I had to go up against that aircraft.
And the B-2 Stealth bomber was incredible.
They did a flyby. Impressive. So this is what's known as the Delta Loop Break Cross. So Captain McWhirter's pulling the 6 flame formation up into the vertical. They'll execute almost an entire loop as they're pointed pure nose low, straight down back towards center point. He'll call smoke on, ready break, and now all 6 aircraft will separate again into kind of a starburst formation. They'll go out along 6 different flight paths and then do a reversal turn and come back towards center point. So he'll call smoke on, ready break, and they push away. And now they'll roll upright, recover, and now each aircraft is going to go out to 3 miles. So, as I said, we use a 5 nautical mile radius TFR. So these aircraft are going to be in excess of 6 miles away from each other. You'll take a look. You'll lose the aircraft, but Captain McWhirter is going to call smoke on. All 6 aircraft will turn their smoke on, and as they point back up into the vertical in that beautiful blue sky, you'll be able to look at all 6 individual smoke trails as the pilots reposition the aircraft and come back towards center point. And the goal is for all 6 aircraft to cross over that white sheriff's boat out there in a pure vertical line. So
from 6 miles apart,
6 miles apart,
within feet of each other.
That was what's known as the Delta Loop Break Cross.
And once they come back and cross, and then what are we going to see next?
They're going to rendezvous back into the Delta formation, and then they're going to execute what's known as the Delta Breakout. That starburst breakout that you see a lot of great pictures of it coming from behind Alcatraz. Really neat maneuver. So you look around, there's 6...